The WIP Afternoon Show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz. A comeback victory. Ike, your thoughts?
Victory! Woo!
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! There we
Come
go.
on, man.
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you, I don't think I've watched a lot of football games that after a first half, I have felt as bad as I felt after that first half and then wound up feeling so good after the game. People brought up the Buffalo game in 23. I honestly, the only one that I think I would put in the same class as this one is the Deshaun Michael Vick Miracle in the Meadowlands. That is the only one where I feel like I'd given up completely and then got a game like this. What was with a day later after that win, where are you at?
Well, listen, I'm pleasantly ecstatic that they're able to get to 3-0. I mean, it really was a tale of two halves. I rewatched the game today. I don't know what the hell that was in the first half. I guess we'll get to that at some point today. But I need to start with where it was in the second half and what I saw from this football team and what they were able to do in the second half. Okay, let's start with resiliency. That's where we got to start with first. This is a resilient football team that believes that they have a chance to win every football game. What have they won, 17 of 18, something like that? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Jalen has won 17 straight games that he started and finished. It's unheard of. And that game yesterday, where they looked completely out of it in the first half, to come out and, I don't know, I don't have another way to describe it other than flip a switch and become a different team in the second half offensively. Let me just say this. We're going to comb through this thing today, and we got credit to give, and we want to pat ourselves on the back. We got victory laps to take. I don't want no damn qualifiers today, even though I know there will be qualifiers as to why they won this game. Let me just say this. What we saw in the second half, I need to see more of. Simple as that. I need to see more of. Now, I'm not going to poo-poo on the win because they won the game. But this idea that we shouldn't play this way to win football games is beyond me. I don't know if it's the players, if it's the coaches, whomever it is over there. Get it together. Whatever you did in the second half, I need that done from the beginning of the game, because that was totally different than what I saw in the first half. From an approach to the game, there was a conservativeness there that is totally unnecessary. We've been saying it for 3 games or 2.5 games. This idea that we somehow should play to not turn the ball over versus being aggressive and pushing the ball down the field. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what an offense looked like with that type of talent. Up and down the field. Number 11 shows you what the difference is when he touches the football. Let me give you a prime example. 3rd and 10, backed up on the 9-yard line on, I believe it was the game-winning touchdown drive. I believe that was the drive. A.J. catching that ball, breaking the tackle, and then running for extra yards. That re-energizes that team, that offense. That's what he can do when he touches the football. Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. That's what it looks like when you get those guys the football. Jalen letting the ball go, throwing it. Empty backfield sets. 3-4 wide receivers out in the route, getting the ball out of your hands quick. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's all we're asking for, is that right there. But yesterday, man, salute to number 1. Salute to number 1. Let me tell you, Spike, Fritz, put your seatbelt on, because you guys going to be in for a bumpy ride today. But I'm here with you as a co-pilot. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I'm here with you. I need to talk to the police. I'll talk to them. Nobody's going to jail today. I got everything covered. I'm just saying. When you hear people talking about all this guy does is win, and when he needs to pass, he can do it. This is why people say that, because that's what it was yesterday. He needed to throw the ball. They needed to come back. He was able to do it. I just needed to start the game. I don't need to wait till I'm down 26-7 to do that. Boy, what a beautiful game yesterday. Listen. My old ass, I may have gave him, listen, I had a 33-inch vertical when I came out. That ain't really nothing to brag about. I think I may have got up to 25 inches.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
Whoa!
I'm just saying, I meant jumping.
Yeah.
Cut that.
I can only get up to 9 or 10 the other way. I'm just saying, man. I'm just getting rolling.
Yeah, are you
tell.
sure?
Yeah, I'm tagging you in.
All right.
Tag you in.
215-592-9494.
Victory.
So that second half was the best second half, the best half I've seen Jalen Hurts play. And that was exactly when I talk about wanting to see the offense look like the offense it should look like. That's what I'm talking about. And this whole thing, you said at the end there, he'll throw it when he needs to. No. No. You don't have to wait until you're down.
I agree with that.
26-7 to throw the football. Yeah. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if the coaching staff did it out of desperation because we have to. I don't know if Jalen goes into, and you see this happen with quarterbacks sometimes when they go into, when an offense is slow, they go into that no huddle, and sometimes it can reinvigorate the offense.
Sure.
And when
gets them into a rhythm.
And I think from his standpoint and from the coach's standpoint, when you're down 26-7, you're not worried about turning the ball over anymore. All you're worried about is scoring points. Yeah. And we saw the difference. And there is no, and by the way, we didn't just see a difference in the passing offense. All of a sudden, we could run the ball again. All of a sudden, when we're throwing the ball, we can run the ball again. And I know last year we became a team that ran the ball so we could throw the ball. But maybe with everyone knowing that we want to run the ball, at this point this year, we need to be a team that throws the ball to be able to run the ball, to prove that we can do it. And I thought that Jalen did everything, literally everything you want your quarterback to do, from being able to throw balls. It's not like people were talking about schemes and stuff in the second half. Guys weren't running wide open all over the place. There was, A.J. Brown, there was a guy right on him. Devontae Smith, there was a guy right there. The Dallas Goedert, he threw it early. All those sorts of things. He
was wide open. I don't know what the hell.
Well, he was wide open.
The Rams were doing.
When he threw it, I don't think he was wide open.
Right.
He ran into wide open space. If the Eagles have the ability to do on offense what they did in that second half, they shouldn't wait to do it. They should do it first. They should put pressure on the other team. They should be the ones determining when they throw and when they don't throw, not wait until you're forced. That was the Jalen Hurts hyping his team up, the Jalen Hurts talking to the coordinators, and Jalen Hurts making big plays.
Emotion out there on the
field, that's what everybody wants to see, and that is something I can get behind, and that isn't something I want to see every 5 games. I don't want to see. Now, look, they don't have to go into a huddle. They don't have to throw it 80% of the time. None of that. But that kind of offense that we saw in the second half, getting the ball to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown said it. They asked him, what is the difference between the first half and the second half? And he said, they got me the ball. And they threw me the ball, and that's what it is. And I thought it was a great performance from Jalen. I thought it was a great performance from the Eagles overall, a defense that got gashed in the first half, came up much bigger in the second half. It was a resilient win. I think it's a credit. By the way, the resiliency is a credit to the players, and it's a credit to Nick Sirianni.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That has a culture, and now this team believes they can win every single game. They don't believe they're out of every game. It was a thrilling win that I did not see coming. When Jalen got hit, in the second half, when Verse hit him and they caused that fumble and the Rams scored, that was lights out to me. I thought that was lights out. That was the end of the game, and it wasn't.
It felt that way,
and it wasn't. It wasn't.
It felt that way.
215-592-9494. Jack, do you want to say anything before we go to the phones?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
They're never going to lose again.
That's
pretty much the feeling, and they're starting to get for years watching the Patriots. It was like teams had to play almost perfect to beat them. And You could sit up here and say lucky, blah, 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 blah. I mean, a blocked field goal twice in yesterday's game. That helped, obviously. The Travis Kelce play last week, the Makuba took back. CeeDee Lamb dropping 3 balls week 1. But, like, those things happen when you are as tough to beat as the Eagles are, and they just take advantage of it. And, like, on Jalen's performance yesterday, like, that's what the greats do. And it was the first time watching him where I said, like, there it is. I know he's had good and great games before, and, like, 22 Super Bowl I think was special, and that was awesome. I thought he was good in the Super Bowl last year, but, like, that's what the greats do, and the emotion he played with, and going over to Patullo and really rallying the guys. Like, that's a guy you can really, really get behind. So, it'd be fraudulent to come here and just put on the hater glass and be blah, because he was legitimately great yesterday. Legitimately great.
In the second half.
In the second half, yes. The first half did happen, but the second half is what matters.
First half, I don't know what the hell was going on in that first half.
And I'll say this, and I know you will disagree. Mm-hmm. Even if the Eagles don't block that field goal in the very last play of the game, today I would have felt different in a positive way about the Philadelphia Eagles because of what they were able to do on offense in the second half. And luckily, we don't have to deal with it, right?
Sure,
We're 3-0 and not 2-1. But when I said,
I'd have been pointing out the first half.
Yeah, but when I say when people say it just matters that you win, it doesn't matter how. That second half to me is why
it's what you were looking for.
Is why I don't necessarily believe that.
Yeah.
I want to see that the offense is capable of scoring points. They have too much talent on offense to not score points.
That's fair.